Hi, dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram here. There's not much, but only what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some cricket news and whatever cricket is happening all around the world. As you know, there are no international matches being played today. Well, the first thing that I would like to talk about here is West Indies selection. Now, as you know, West Indies and England are going to play a 2020 series, and and the only two 2020 games are going to be played, and this is between England and West Indies. And there are some big names which are missing from the team. And what West Indies have done is they have actually injected it with lots of youth, which I'll be talking about. The persons who are missing are, and there is also a reason for people being missed, is because of the Champions League, which is going to be starting on, I think it's September 23rd, if I'm right. So the persons who are missing from the West Indies team are the big names: Chris Gale, Kieran Pollard, Dwayne Bravo, Darren Bravo, Lenny Simmons, Adrian Bharat, and Ravi Rampal. And what the West Indies Cricket Board has done, they have bought some new batsmen. One is a person named Miles Bascombe, and he's a 25-year-old opener from St. Vincent. And the West Indies chairman of Selters Clyde feels very highly of him, that he has the ability to actually take apart any attack, which he has shown in some domestic matches there. So Miles Bascombe is the one new face there, and they have Johnson Charles, who is a 22-year-old. In fact, Johnson Charles is a batsman. Is a very good has been, and he's a very good batsman. Johnson Charles. Niruma Bonner is the other new cap, and Niruma Bonner, I am told, is a leg spinner from Jamaica, and he can also bat a bit. He's an all-rounder, I am told. And then they have Derwin Christian, who is coming into the team. Derwin Christian, well, I don't have. I know that he's a good batsman who comes in the lower order. So only two 2020s are going to be played. It will be played on September 23 and 25 at the Oval Cricket Ground. West Indies squad: Dan Sammy will captain the team. It had Christopher Barnwell, they have Miles Bascombe, Devendra Bishu, Niruma Bonner, Johnson Charles, Derwin Christian, the wicketkeeper, Friedel Edwards, Danza Hyatt, Ashley Nurse, and also Dwayne Smith, as one would have remembered. He was a hard-hitting all-rounder, hits the ball, gives the ball a real thwack. So he's back into the mix now. So he's making a comeback into the West Indies cricket team. Andre Russell, the all-rounder, Marlon Samuels, one of the very classic batsmen, Krishna Santoki, and Dwayne Smith. So this is the team composition for the West Indies for the two 2020 matches which they're going to be playing against England 23 and 25 at the Oval Cricket Ground. Now, the other news that I would like to talk about here, this is as far as the West Indies and England is concerned. I do have some other news too, which I would like to cover, and that would be the Emerging Players Tournament, which is right now happening. The match has been drawn. There was a match which was, in fact, sorry, I'm sorry about that. These are some old matches, which I'm sorry about it. I won't be talking about that. Let's talk about India now. India, they have been struggling. They had a 4-0 hiding against England, and what are they going to do now? What India needs to do here, in my opinion, is look out for groom a bunch of youngsters. Now, how they do it, that is the Indian Cricket Board's job, because you know that Rahul Dravid is full of life, no doubt about it. He was the person who waged a lone battle against the English pacemen and the spinners. So Rahul Dravid is aging, Lakshman is aging, and also Tendulkar. So three persons are definitely, and this is going to create a void that was created in Australia, but their situation was different. They had Glenn McGrath, the bowler, going, Matthew Hayden, Justin Langer, Shane Warne. Well, almost the same, but as also for India, this is the trio which can do really wonders, and they have done a yeoman service to Indian cricket: Lakshman, Tendulkar, and Rahul Dravid. So I think it's time for the youngsters to be groomed, so that it should not be creating a void. By the time these three persons leave the Indian team, you would have a reserve bunch already waiting in the wings, and that's what Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the captain, has also mentioned, and I definitely agree with him. So if they come into the mix and they are groomed at the time, so at the time when these three people leave, we already have a bunch of youngsters who are raring to go. So that is what the ploy should be for India, and how they do it, that is for them. And this is what I see after looking at, even though Rahul Dravid played well, I can only look at this thing. This is very important for India now going forward, because if India is not going to do that, India is going to go the Australian way, where they are really struggling. They, as you know, how they have been struggling for quite a long time after keeping the number one spot. So we know about it. So India should not be getting into that. Yes, India, England, it was a very dismal series for India, which they would like to forget. There is no doubt about it. And I'm told this was the most disastrous series since 1959. India playing England in England. So it's, I mean, that is something for India to the Indian cricket board to really ponder over and come up with some quick solutions. It's very high time. So that is something. And other than that, well, injuries, I wouldn't know. I've been plaguing India like nothing. I mean, it has been just, you know, gradually increasing. Each and every player are returning home. Now the one-day series is starting. Virendra Sehwag and Ishan Sharma returning home. I wouldn't know why the players who were, if they were not unfit, why were they initially being played in England? And but it really is like a riddle to me. Really difficult to solve. And okay, and then what else? I mean, there's nothing really to talk about. I can only talk about these three, that India needs to groom a bunch of youngsters now, with the trio probably going to be saying goodbye to international cricket, probably shortly, I would say. So well, other than that, I would like to just know from you, friends and subscribers. I will also see how my time suits. If probably in at least one day of my show, I actually put together a sort of a puzzle for you, like giving you a clue and telling you to actually answer that particular question, and you will be actually sending that email to my Gmail address, which I will shortly communicate about it when I do the quiz. So instead of, I'm just trying to bring a change in my show, not a change really, just to add some flavor to my cricket show. I also thank one of the gentlemen who actually gave me this suggestion of putting 4 questions. I wouldn't have time for that, unfortunately, but yes, I can definitely put one question whereby I could just give you a puzzle, and you know, you will have to solve that in cricket. So I mean, it's just for fun, then nothing much, and you can actually send it to my Gmail address, and I'll have a look at it, and I can also announce the winner. Just as this cricket show has been growing leaps and bounds, all thanks to your efforts, friends and subscribers. Otherwise, as I said, I wouldn't have been, this cricket show would have not gone to such an extent without all your support. So I'm planning to do that, and probably that would also really help me, according to me, and also help my cricket show. And I wish all my friends and subscribers who are watching this cricket show, they technically agree with what I say, please come together. And as I said, it's all depends on subject to time, but I'll definitely give it a shot. But you'll have to give me some time here, and you can also write to me and tell me whether you would really appreciate this thing happening on this cricket happening show of mine. Well, on this note, I would like to conclude my cricket show for today, and I will see you all tomorrow then. Thank you.